And for the heavyweight matchup tonight. Last night, the Pickles took 15 walks during the game. Chad Stoner was terrific for the Pickles in relief as he struck out the side in 2 straight innings to end the ball game. The Pickles will need a similar effort from their pitching staff tonight against this high-powered Knights team. On the other side, the Westland Knights had their high-octane offense on display against the Gherkins, racking up 14 runs while pitching a combined no-hitter in a game that ended in the 7th inning due to a mercy rule. The Knights prove they have the talent, but can they put it together against the Pickles tonight? First place is on the line as the big dogs face off. It's the Knights and the Pickles coming up here on the Wild Wild West League. Well, as Josh Vitus, the starting pitcher for the Pickles, gets warm here at Bob Brock Stadium, the product of Wofford Sr. calls Eugene, Oregon home, will have a tall task of pitching to this talented Westland Knights lineup. The lineup of the Knights will be Jake Holcroft, Brian Knight, Chad Stevens, Andy Armstrong will be hitting in the cleanup spot. Jake Dukart, 5, Lightgeb at 6, Holder, Anderson, and Thomas Dukart, that is, round out the lineup. On the other side for the Pickles, Noah Sue will bat leadoff. John Jensen right behind him. Hudson Bjork in the 3-hill. Kenyon Yovan is cleanup man. CJ Rivers, Alec Arnone, Lucas Gregory, Danny O'Reilly in the 8th spot, and Kyle Velasquez in the 9th hole. The defense for the Pickles will get it set right here. Hudson in left, Jensen in center. O'Reilly is going to be in right field battling those shadows early on. Around the bases from 3rd to 1st, Kenyon Yovan at 3rd. Velasquez is going to be over there at short. Sue at 2nd. Rivers at 1st. And Arnone putting down the signs in the squat as we get set for the first pitch in this ball game. We had a great game earlier today. If you missed it, Grey Wolves took care of business in a game that was all offense. 15-8 was the win for the Grey Wolves over the Gherkins. They improved to 1-1. The Gherkins dropped to 0-3. And today, both teams undefeated. Knights 1-0. Pickles 2-0. As Jake Holcroft stands in for the first pitch. And it's a first pitch strike. First pitch at 7:33 here in Aurora, Oregon. Holcroft's 0-1. Swinging a chopper. Sue from deep in the dirt in time. And there's one gone to start the ball game. So Briley Knight, the coach's son of Brooke Knight, former West Coast League MVP back in 2019, stands in. Briley Knight 1 for 3 against the Gherkins. And he takes a strike on the outside. Sun is starting to set. Beautiful 7:30 start time. Here at Bob Brock. Wind is blowing out gently. There's a swing and a miss. And quickly, nothing to do to Briley Knight. transferring to the University of Portland out of the University of Utah. Play closer to home in his junior season of 2021. And he looks at a ball downstairs. The count 1-2. It's always interesting. You learn a lot about a guy, about his two-strike approach. And Briley Knight, very patient. He will take pitches. And plenty of them with 2 strikes. 1-2 to number 14. And he swings and drives one. Right center. Jensen looking forward into the shadows. He makes the catch. That ball was in the sun the whole way. Then right at the end, under the shadows made by those trees in right field, Jensen still able to track it down. And there's 2 gone early.
The pilot from the University of Portland. He's the shortstop, number 16, Chad Stevens.
So Chad Stevens comes to the plate. Stevens 3 for 5 against the Gherkins with 2 singles and a double, had 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And he takes strike 1. The Knights go for playing a Gherkin team, currently 0-3 at the bottom of the standings. As a lot of community college kids now probably facing the hardest competition they'll face in the Wild Wild West League in this Pickles club. There's a ball outside. The Knights in the pinstripes, the Pickles in the home whites. Josh Vinas trying to get off to a good start against this high-powered offense of Westland. Chopper. Velasquez. 1, 2, 3. Down in order go the Knights in the top of the first. To the bottom of the inning we go. Sue, Jensen, Bjork to lead things off. No score through a half. A beautiful shot of Mount Hood here that we can see from North Marion. A clear day. It has been clear all day. Haven't seen a cloud in the sky since 10:30 this morning. Decker Stedman warming up on the mound and did pretty well. 1.59 ERA in his 4 appearances in the shortened season with the University of Oregon. The sophomore out of Springfield, Oregon. Finished 0-1 in 5 2/3. Allowed 4 hits. 1 earned run, struck out 7. So Noah Sue to lead things off. Sue 0 for 4 so far in the WWWL. Opening offering from Stedman. All outside. Stedman rocking the Oregon cleats. All green. Sue with the UW purple helmet. And he fouls one back to the screen. Stu didn't get a chance to face off in Pac-12 play. Sue getting an early look at a guy he'll take you on in 2021. The 1-1 outside. Then they count 2 balls and 1 strike. So only had 1 at bat in 5 plate appearances against the Gray Wolves. That's because he took 3 walks and was hit by a pitch. And he swings and hits this one the other way, finding the sun and making the 2-handed grab is Holcroft for out number 1. So Sue lines out, and up comes John Jensen. Jensen playing center field tonight for the Pickles. Headed to Westmont College. And he looks at a ball away. Jensen, in his senior year with UC Irvine, played in 9 games, 7 at-bats. Had 2 hits, 3 RBIs. It looks another ball off on the outside. In a full season as a junior, he appeared in 32 games, started 19. 17 hits for him with a 200 average. 2-0 to Jensen. There's a strike. Shadows grow from right to left. See the big one in between the pitcher and the batter. I was there for a split second. In about 15 minutes or so, those will be gone. But for now, a little advantage to the pitchers, Stedman and Vitus. 3-1 home. Swing and a miss. The count full, 3-2. Just another beautiful afternoon here in Aurora, Oregon. This one way, way up there. Dukart. Jake. Got it. With Dukarts in the field for the Knights. Jake at third, Thomas in right. As Hudson Biorik comes to the plate. Hudson, like his pitcher, also out of Wofford, was 1 for 4 with a single against the Gherkins on Saturday. Did not face the Gray Wolves. And he looks at a first pitch ball. York was first team All Southern Conference in the preseason. And he takes the ball. Attended Auburn Mountain View High School, where he hit .339 in 59 at-bats. And he takes a strike. Just getting going. Bottom of the first inning, no score, 1 out. Excuse me, 2 outs. And there's the ball to Biorik. Biorik, before attending Wofford, went to Pierce College. And he swings and skies one. Right center. Knight. Under it and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down to the second we go. Zeros across the board here at Bob Brock. Some amazing shots down on the field by our cameraman, Rory Newenhouse, as we get you set for the top of the second inning. An inning away from John's happy hour. Don't go anywhere. John Ryan will have a guest in the third, and it's a good one. Andy Armstrong stands in, and he takes a strike. So you can see the shadow's almost gone, but still working to the favor of Josh Vitus. Top of the second inning, Andy Armstrong trying to get aboard. Yovan. And the tag is applied by Rivers, and there's one gone. So 4 batters.
Here's the third baseman, number 12, Jake Ducard.
Ducard. The Jake one steps into the box. Card 1 for 3 against the Gherkins with 2 runs and 2 walks. Ducard was selected in the 36th round of the 2018 MLB First Player Draft by the Red Sox, but did not sign. And he looks at another ball on the outside. Alex Arnone rocking the stars and stripes on that right arm sleeve. Vitus Dew. And a foul. Look out. Right towards the night dugout. Everybody ducked. Ducard batted .323 in 2020 with Oregon State. And he takes one upstairs. And the count of 3 balls and 1 strike. Ducard was actually recruited as a football player, served as a backup quarterback to start the 2018 season. 3-1. Strike. The count full at 3-2. Windy Tuesday night here at Bob Brock. And this one into left field, moving over, diving, unable to get there is Hudson. Digging for 3 is Ducard. Is he going to get there? He's safe! Jake Ducard with a hustle triple on a ball that saw Hudson Byork absolutely dive out. Could not get there.
What was that? Sorry. Yeah, that was super good. We got all that.
So the runner 90 feet away, Jake Lenkett sets in.
All of it. That looks super good.
Jake's batting back-to-back, and a swing and a miss. Byork took the risk. See if the Knights make the Pickles pay the price. 1. Ball on the outside. First hit of the game brought to you by Waterloo Sparkling Water. Waterloo Sparkling Water is bold, better for you. Take on the go sparkling water. Making its mark by focusing on fruit-inspired flavors. And there's one back to the screen. Down to 1-2.
Thank you. I have a feeling it's not working, whatever we're doing. Like it's not actually adding it. Yeah. I don't know. So we'll figure it out later. Yeah. It's like a 3-second delay, though, at least, minimum.
Light Gib at the plate. Ducard at third. One out on the board. A sacrifice fly could score a run. And there's strike three to Jake Lightgib. A good pitch by Vitus. Takes away the sacrifice fly. He's an out away from getting out of the jam. First strikeout for Vitus. Taylor Holder to the plate. First pitch low and dug out by Arnone. Holder, also a product of the University of Oregon. Scored a run and had a walk. It was 0 for 0 against the Gherkins. The 1-0. Tapper foul. A triple for Ducard. He's at third. Two gone in the top of the second. Knights trying to bring their hit aboard. There's a ball away. And they counted 2-1. Wind blowing a little stronger out to right center. And the Gherkins Grey Wolves game earlier today, we saw 3 home runs. And there's strike 2. Holder not so sure. Vitus a strike away from getting out of the top of the second unscathed. Here's 2-2. Outside, Holder lays off with the count full at 3-2. Ducard with the lead at third. The payoff pitch. This one's popped up right side towards the Pickle dugout. And running out of room is Alex Arnone.
Parker, turn that in for your box of Cracker Jacks, buddy.
Vitus will have to deal another 3-2. Pickles trying to avoid giving up the first run here in the second. Another foul. Holder grew up a die-hard Beaver fan, but said going to UO was more about getting new experiences. He thought he could contribute immediately. The 3-2. And strike 3 on the outside. There goes Holder. A triple, but a runner left aboard. No score. Bottom of the second coming up between the Pickles and the Knights.
It started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, a system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
So the bottom of the second gets underway. Kenyon Yovan stands in. Mount Hood, looking over this beautiful scenery here at Bob Brock Stadium. Yovan, the big hitter from Oregon, swings at the first pitch and sends it right back. Press box. Yovan 1 for 6 so far in the WWWL. He's got a run, a strikeout, and a single. Swing and a miss. Now nothing can do. Yovan came in off the bench against the Gray Wolves. 2020 Collegiate First Team All Baseball America looks at a ball. A triple for the Knights in the top of the inning, but they could not score. Pickles trying to get something going in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. Yovan strikes out. First to the ball game for Stedman, and up comes the first baseman, C.J. Rivers.
From Cal State Bakersfield, here's Pickles first baseman, number 29, C.J. Rivers.
Rivers out of Cal State Bakersfield. Looks at a ball away. Was 1 for 4 against the Gherkins with an RBI. And he takes a strike. In his 5 games at Cal State, he was .231 and 13 at-bats. And he takes the ball below the knees. They count 2-1.
For John? Don, when do you want to start it? Or you're just going to keep him in the lobby until start?
2-1. Foul. And the count levels out at 2-2. Rivers hitting .250 to start the WWWL. Out of Tigard High School, where he hit .506. All up and away, and the count full, 3-2. In the 3 Rivers League, his batting average went up to 525. 31 hits. Swing and a miss. See ya. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the second, and up comes Alex Arnone with 2 gone.
From Cal State Northridge, here's Pickles catcher, number 47, Alex Arnone.
Arnone transferred from UC Irvine to Cal State Northridge. And he checks his swing and takes strike 1. No score. Bottom of the second here at Bob Brock. Swing and a miss, and boy, Stedman is working right now. He's a strike away. Going 1, 2, 3. Product of the University of Oregon, Dews. And Arnone stays alive. Arnone out of Capistrano Valley Christian School batted .375 and led of all Orange County high school baseball with 9 home runs. The 0-2 to the catcher. Strike three. See ya. 3 up, 3 down on strikeouts. To the third we go. John Tappy Hour is next. Don't go anywhere. No score through 2.
Hey,
Yay! There he
hey,
is.
Angela.
Is this a live game I'm watching right now?
It's a live game, man. The Portland Pickles and the West Linn Knights in the third inning here.
That's a double. That's a double. Did I just witness a double?
Yes, we're in a barn burner already. 0-0
Wow.
the top of the third. You know what though?
0-0 top
so
of the
good to
third.
watch live
Okay.
baseball again.
That's
Watching live
exciting.
baseball.
I wore my Pickles hat and
You
be a
even
part
wear
of
your
the fun.
Pickles hat.
Yeah,
Yes,
I got it
man,
all worked
it's
out.
good. It's good that we're out here watching baseball again. But
Yeah.
Oh man,
And is that Mount Rainier you see off in the distance?
I
I
think
think
it's
it's Mount Hood.
Oh, is that Mount Hood? Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not in Seattle. You're
Yeah, but before we get too far, this is my good friend, actor, comedian, podcaster, Chris Frangiola. Thanks for coming on here, man. We're pumped to have you.
Thank you. Yeah, this is exciting. I'm excited to see baseball.
right. It's been a while.
It has. It's too long, but it's coming. They say it's coming.
It's coming back, man. So we'll talk.
I'll talk a little bit about you first before we talk baseball.
But you're obviously you're a big
comedian, podcaster, cover to cover podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that, all the things that you can do right now. There's not a lot. There's really not a lot you can do. So I try to do as much as I can in the world we live in.
I saw you were doing some online shows.
Yeah, I've done some online shows. That's
I know you've been doing it for charity and stuff. But
we did some charity stuff for some some places up there, up in the Pacific Northwest, and It's fun. It's fun for a little while. Then it gets a little old, you know. You kind of need the live audience, probably like baseball. I would imagine it's not the same playing for nobody.
It's not the same, but like, you know, for me, I obviously I play football, and I think that playing football, it'd be weird to play in front of no one. But at the same time, it doesn't
Yeah.
affect what I do. Like, I'm still gonna play the same. Whereas like comedians kind of feed off the crowd.
Right. That's a good point. But I'm sure like if you get a great punt, it's more exciting to hear the crowd than it would be, you know, if there's nobody there. I think. I don't know. Maybe not.
No, it definitely is. It definitely is. We're in the top of the third here, 0-0, and the West Linn Knights threatening runner on second.
Runner on second. How many outs? How many outs?
0 outs. Bud.
Uh-oh. Lead off double.
So we're
Nothing.
we're
Remember the days of baseball. You got a lead off double. When I started watching in the 70s, you had to get that guy to third. You had to get that guy home. There was no way you would let a leadoff double not score. Now they're perfectly comfortable with that guy not scoring. There's no bunting. There's no getting him over.
The very next guy is swinging for the fence. That's what baseball's come to. It's totally different now.
I know. It's unbelievable.
Wait,
like
Chris,
a leadoff double needs to score. That's it. It just has to. The other, you know, somebody has to hit the ball, over to the first base side. He goes to third. Next guy hits a deep fly ball and tags him home. That just doesn't happen anymore.
But you grew up watching NL ball. I mean, you grew up, Chris. That's the reason I wanted to have you on. You're a big baseball fan. You grew up a Mets fan, so you grew up watching NL ball.
Yeah.
Did you lose him?
Oh, did you lose me?
Sorry, Chris. We lost you there.
Oh, I hear you still. I hear you.
Okay. So you grew up watching NL ball. They played that slow back in the day. Now the game's just totally changed. What do you think about it?
I mean, you know, it's amazing to me when you see the switch, you know, and in the field, you know, where they basically put the third baseman on second base and and it's amazing to me that a Major League Baseball player cannot poke that ball down the third base line when it's that wide open. It's almost shocking that they can't. When you see that switch they do for certain batters, it's almost laughable that they let that entire end of the field and they still can't hit the ball there. Like, that's crazy to me.
I feel like I would just practice bunting. If I was one of those guys, you could bunt for a double down the left side.
Exactly. Like bunting.
You know, it seems like it'd be
Yeah. And then you watch some of these guys get up there and try and bunt, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that, you know, no pitcher can. In order to be a pitcher in the major leagues, you had to know how to put down a bunt. But now they don't. They can't even. It's sad. And I thought bunting and base running, you know, good base running and good bunting kind of made baseball exciting. It's even more fun to watch that than home runs.
I agree with you, but you're like a baseball purist. You're an old school guy.
What happened? They score?
We got an out. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Top of 3.
Oh, okay. So
you grew up a Mets fan, and I always wonder, being like a New York guy, Long Island guy for yourself, where's the cutoff? You look at Chicago, it's like you're a North Ender or a North Sider, you're a Cubs fan. You're a South Sider, you're a White Sox fan. Is there a cutoff, or is it every man for themselves?
It's a little bit of every man for himself, but it seems to go this way. It seems to be the Long Island guys, because the Mets actually played on Long Island. Citi Field and Shea Stadium is on Long Island, and the Yankees play in the Bronx, in New York City. So it always seemed to me like Long Islanders were Mets and Jets and more working class teams, and then like the upstate and New York City, the richer kids were always Yankees, Giants. It always seemed to go that way. You rarely meet guys who are Yankees, Jets, or guys who are Mets, Giants fans. So it seems like Long Island working class people were all Met fans.
Yeah, it seems to me like the Jets fans were always like a little more like grittier. They had that firefighter that always stood up and did the JETS.
Yeah,
Jets,
right.
The
Yeah, so that's
Giants fans
yeah,
are like a little.
it's and the Mets are the same way. They have that same following, and they were always second, fiddle to the Yankees. They always have been, and even when the Mets start winning, when they go on a winning streak, every paper in New York will say, New York's now a Met town, but it's never going to be a Met town. New York will always be a Yankees town, and the Mets are the Mets.
See, it was always interesting to me how you pick between the Jets and the Giants for football because they share a stadium. Like it's like I was wondering how
well, for me, the Jets used to play at Shea Stadium. They used to play in the same stadium with the Mets. So that's kind of how I became a Jets fan, because they were Long Island as well.
Yeah, we're in the top of the 3, 2 out runner on first. The Knights just scored a run, so the Portland Pickles are down 1-0.
Oh,
this has kind of been this is kind of the marquee game of the week. This is our 5th game in 4 days, and this is the big matchup tonight.
Oh, it is. Okay, good. And it's a good game. 3rd inning, 1-0. That's all you could ask for.
That's all we could ask for. It's definitely a good game. High fly ball to center. That'll be the end of the top of the 3rd. All right, Chris, we're going to go to commercial break. I hope you'll stick with us just for another half inning.
I will. Yeah, I'll be around.
All right. See you in a minute, buddy. Hey, welcome back. On the 3rd inning. I'm here with Chris Frangiola.
Back up.
Back up, man. Thanks again for coming on here with me. I'm not I don't do the whole game. As you just come on for 1 inning.
Oh, you do?
In
Okay.
favor to the people that don't want to hear me list 9 innings,
I feel like you got it down. I feel like you're pretty good at this.
So, Chris, we're going to talk about you got to plug yourself a little bit. Talk about your podcast. You have the Cover to Cover podcast.
Yeah, it's
very
cover.
So just talk a little bit about that.
It's been good. The podcast has been great. It's been something fun to do during all this. I started about 2 years ago. It's catching on. It's got a pretty good following, and I talk about pop culture stuff and news stories, and we just have some fun with it. You've been on a couple times. We have fun. It's a good time. So it's been great to do. I love it. It's one of the better things I've done in my career. Thank God.
I just lost your audio, so I'm just going to do this.
Oh, can you hear me?
Like
that?
All we can do. Goodness, we were talking about baseball earlier. We're talking about. Obviously, you look forward to opening day, like we all do.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait.
A big deal in April.
Today they posted. It's interesting. I don't know if this, because whatever it's going to be.
Now.
what's it going to be? 60 games, 60 games, and I feel like it's almost going to be. I think people. I hope they don't get used to it because every game's going to count more than it would in a 162 game season. So it might be exciting. This might be exciting to watch. Shortened season.
It's gonna be interesting when it comes back because it's gonna be like playing 60 instead of 162. It's like every single game is almost like an entire series.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
But with that, I think every
game. I think I lost your audio.
I think with that, every game. Oh man. I think every game's going to be about 4 hours with all the pitching changes because every game's going to be so big.
Oh yeah, they're going to have to. I mean, that's another thing that I don't necessarily agree with. Like these pitching changes are unbelievable now. How many guys they go once they take that starting pitcher out, it gets a little ridiculous. And I mean,
at least this year they brought in that rule where
as a Mets fan, relief pitching to me, we've never had. I mean, we have not in the longest time had a good one, and it's just as shocking to me that these guys cannot get 3 outs. These relief pitchers. I sit there and watch, time after time the Mets bullpen blow games, and I'm like, how can a professional pitcher not get 3 outs? In some cases, 1 out. They just can't do it. It's
it is great. It's to watch as a fan.
Oh,
when you watch your favorite team, you're just like, we just need 3 more outs.
Yeah, that's it. And feel like the Yankees who had someone like Mariano Rivera who was so great for so many years, you're like, you have no idea how important that is. Like, I don't know if any other team that had somebody who was that lights out for that long. Where I mean, that's just unbelievable to know. When that guy came in, I was like, all right, game over.
It was so automatic for so long. It was just every other team was jealous. We're here in the bottom of the third now, 2 outs. The Pickles at the dish. Pretty beautiful night here for baseball. No, you can you see the game from your screen?
I can. I see it. It looks beautiful up there.
Yeah, we're doing what we can. We can only have about 100 fans in the stands. We're used to having well over 2,000, so it's a bit of an adjustment, but it's been a lot of fun. We got the 2-2 count here. We're almost done with this inning. Do you want to plug anything else? Any shows coming up, Chris, or anything else you want to plug?
I'm out there in Minneapolis, Minnesota in August. These days, who knows if these things are happening? Anything could change. But right now, I have August, and beyond that, not a hell of a lot.
Well, hey, man, I really appreciate you coming on here with me.
Thank you.
Minor technical difficulties, but really appreciate you coming on here, and I'm a little bit. You should be a little bit jealous that I get to watch 6 mornings of live baseball and you don't.
I am. I'm just watching it on online here is enough for me. It's great. Well, good luck to John. Good luck to the Pickles. Good luck to everybody there in Portland. Stay safe. Thanks for having me, and I'll get up there one day and watch these games live. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets.
And Pickles.
Good to see you, buddy.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Sweet. After happy hour gone. Bottom of the third, Velasquez with the single. And the first base. Let's pick up a run in the top of the third. Sue trying to get a ball. He looks at a ball. We have John on. The happy hour with John will be a recurring segment. That'll be on tomorrow with another special guest.
Inside. 1-3-6 ends the inning. We'll go to the top of the fourth. 1-0. Knights lead. We got clean up. Andy Armstrong stands in as we get set. And a first pitch ball. Top of the fourth inning. You're at Bob Brock Stadium. Mickey Thompson, the new pitcher, the lefty. Swing and a miss from Armstrong. Thompson out of Washington State. Committed to go to Washington out of Century High School, where he was named Pacific Conference Pitcher of the Year. He won one on his way. Strike. And the count of 1-2. One-two to Armstrong. Up the middle for a base hit. Armstrong fights off a ball on the inside and sends it into center field for a single. And for the second straight inning, the Knights have the leadoff man aboard. So the first of the Ducarts comes to the plate, Jake Ducart. Ducart tripled down the left field line his last at bat. First pitch ball. The Ducart probably should have only had a single, but Bjork tried to dive and make a stop. Ball got behind him. Ducart had a headfirst dive into third base. Armstrong with the lead at first. The Knights have been aggressive, but the lefty Thompson looks at him the whole way. And a strike, a ball. Close. Stairs, and they counted 2-0. Mike Gibb on deck, Holder after him. Armstrong with the leadoff single. Top of the fourth. Moving quickly through this ball game. Shadows still in center field. Wind blown out to right center. And a strike low and outside. Good pitch by Thompson. Snap back throw to first. Armstrong is back. 5 hits for the Knights, but only 1 run. Two one. Misses inside. Good take by Ducard. In the count of 3 balls and 1 strike. Ducard in 2018 was the #1 rated quarterback in the state of Oregon. Got to Oregon State and decided baseball was the sport for him. Man, what a luxury that would be. 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So Ducard is aboard for the second time in the ball game, and Jake Lightgift. Lightgift also a 2-sport athlete in high school. Played quarterback at Lincoln High, where he threw for over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns, or 12 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Was slated to play with the Cowlitz Black Bears for the WCL ended their season. There's a strike. Interview during the offseason, like Eb said, one thing he learned is cannot take anything for granted or any opportunity you're given, and I'm sure all these players understand that. And it got him. Lightgift got hit on the foot. And so just like that, the bases are loaded with nobody out in the top of the 4th. So Taylor Holder to the plate. Armstrong at third. Ducard at first. Lightgift all on the base paths. I just worked out of a jam in the 3rd. Then gave up 1 run, but left 1 stranded. The ball on the outside. Now a mound visit, and we'll see if we get a pitching change. If we won't get one, take a quick break and come back after the mound visit. Bases are loaded for the Knights. Nobody out in the top of the 4th. Can Vitus get out of the jam? Bases full, the 1-0. On the outside to him. Taylor Holder. Crescent Valley High School. A golden opportunity of being a run home. 2-0. There's a strike. Bases full, nobody out. Knights looking to get on the board. Here in the top of the 4th. And a strike in the count of 2-2. No hits in the inning with the bases full. Strike 3 inside. Good pitch from Vitus to get a big first out. Holder is retired. And up comes James Anderson with one gun, and the bases full. Anderson doubled and scored. He's the only run of the ball game. Double play can end the inning, and Vitus has an opportunity to get out of a bases loaded, nobody out situation. Inside for a ball. Beautiful night ball game here at Bob Brock. 1-0. Swinging a foul off the mask of the home plate ump. Hopefully he's all right. Instead of tossing the ball to Thompson, Arnode is going to walk back out to him. Hopefully everybody's all right, taking a little time. Mickey Thompson, the left-handed pitcher, born in Portland, Oregon. When asked his pregame questions, one of the Pickles questions was Parks and Rec or The Office, and Thompson chose Parks and Rec. I can tell you was not a fan favorite up here in the booth. Bases loaded, 1 out. Vitus trying to get out of the jam. Pickles need him too. On the dirt. Count at 2-1. Armstrong at third, Ducard at second. Like Gebeth is lead at first. Two one. Swinging a rocket into left field. This should score one. And that will be all. Holding at third is Ducard. It's an RBI single for James Anderson. And a 2-0 night lead. So Anderson is 2 for 2. Give him an RBI. And Thomas Ducard comes to the plate with his brother Jake 90 feet away from home. Knights put another run on the board. Anderson was able to find the hole. There's the first pitch ball. Head coach Brooke Knight laying down the left field line as a third base coach. His team's always very talented. 1-0. Ball away, gets back, coming home on the play is Ducard. He slides head first, and he's safe. Jake Duhart comes home on the pass ball, and it's 3-0 Knights. So aggressive on the bases pays off for the Knights. Lightgive goes to third on the play. Anderson to second. The pass ball by Vitus. That ball is inside. Infield in with 1 out and runners at second and third. No force around the bases. 3-0. And a walk. So Thomas Ducard has walked aboard. Bases are loaded once again, and up comes Jake Holcraft, who singled his last time up.
Here's Knights left fielder, number 7, Jake Holcroft.
Holcraft Trying to pick up his third hit here in the Wild Wild West League and bring some runs home. First ball on the outside to 3-0 already. Westland on top of the Pickles, who can't really afford to allow the Knights to get too many more runs. 1-0 on the outside. Vitus has been pitching from behind for most of the night. He struggled to get first pitch strikes, get ahead of these talented Westland batters. Holcroft rocking the purple gloves from the University of Portland. 2-0. Strike. Good pitch by Vitus, and the count of 2-1. Lightgib 90 feet away at third. Anderson leads at second. Thomas Ducard at first. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Two game, top four. The count of 2-2. And a ball just misses away. The count full at 3-2. Mickey Thompson smiling after that one. Doesn't completely agree. Thompson's got the nice red kicks from Washington State. Ball inside, look out, and a run is walked in by Mickey Thompson. Lightgibbs touches home. It's 4-0.
Now batting for the Knights from the University of Portland, the center fielder, number 14, Briley Knight.
So Briley Knight batting for the Knights, son of Brooke Knight. Base is still loaded, only 1 out. The Knights fixing to put a crooked number on the board, RD3 in this top of the fourth. And the base is still loaded. Briley Knight lined out to left field on a L7-4 double play. And he swings and pops one up. Left side and just foul. Remember, you return that baseball, get a free popsicle or Cracker Jack.
Bring it to the concession stand for a
Sun setting here at Bob Brock. The Knights threatening. And the ball up and away. They count 1-1. Another pop up in on the hands to Bradley Knight. Mickey Thompson going to get out of this fourth inning. All inside. Knight backs up. And the count of 2-2. The Pickles are going to need some offense, down 4-0 here in the top of the fourth. Right now, and there's strike 3, 2-9, a big strikeout by Thompson, and 2 gone in the top of the fourth.
Here's Knight shortstop from the University of Portland, number 16, Chad Stevens.
So the Knights have batted around. Chad Stevens sets to the plate, the 9th batter of the inning. Stevens is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly. And he takes ball 1. Chad Stevens 3 for 5 against the Gherkins. 3 RBIs and 2 runs. And he slaps one left side. Velasquez to second in time for the out, and that does it. The out at second is the third out of the inning, and that does it for the top of the fourth at Brown. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Knights put up 3 on the board as they get 2 hits. It's 4-0. Westlake on top of Portland.
It started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, a system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
Washington, number 32, Noah Sue.
So Noah Sue stands in. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. Facing crosstown rival Cooper Barnum. Barnum plays for the old Crimson and Gray, Washington State. Sue out of UW. And he looks at strike 2. Barnum had offers from Idaho, Idaho State, Montana, and Portland State before choosing Washington. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches. He gets Sue. And there's one gone in the bottom of the fourth. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, trivia coming up after this fourth inning. John Jensen stands in. Jensen popped out to short. Swings at the first pitch. Bounces it down the left field line, and it drops for a base hit. Jensen digging for 2. The throw in is not in time. And a big time double from the second-year Pickle. Puts a runner in scoring position for the first time tonight for the Pickles. Here with 1 out.
Here's Pickles left fielder headed to West Virginia University, number 5, Hudson Byorek.
Hudson Byorek stands in with an opportunity to get his first RBI of the WWWL. Jensen with good speed at second base. Strike to him. York calls Auburn, Washington home. Knights put up 3 runs in the top of the inning. Pickles trying to respond here in the bottom. There's this ball. The count of 1-1. One on his way. And a ball just misses to by York. York went to Auburn Mountain View High School, where he hit .339 his senior year. And he looks at another ball inside, the count 3-1. Learned anything from Sunday? The Pickles have good eyes. They took 15 walks against a Gray Wolves ball club. They're going to make you battle as a pitcher. 3-1. Outside, Biorik says thank you very much as he takes first base. And there's 2 on with 1 gone. As up comes Kenyon Yovan.
He's a duck at the University of Oregon, number 4, Kenyon Yovan.
Yovan struck out to start the second inning. So did Rivers and Arnone, who were both due up. 1 out, 2 on, bottom 4. And there's the ball inside. Opportunity here for the Pickles after the double by Jensen, the walk to by York. To get on the board. Put a dent in this 4-0 night lead. 1-0. Outside. Yovan, a late addition to this Pickles team. The ball upstairs. A great pregame host, Kev, batting the sticks behind the Pickles box. Consensus would say Kev is one of the best, if not the best, Pickles fan. And a ball on the outside, and Yovan takes 90 feet. So the bases are loaded, which means the tying run walks to the plate, and his name is CJ Rivers. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change here for the Knights. Or just a talking to, maybe buy some more time for the bullpen. Pickles with a real opportunity here. We'll take a short break and come right back. Pickles with the bases loaded, tying run at the plate, trailing 4-0. CJ Rivers stands in. Be a great time, CJ, to get your first Wild Wild West League home run at an RBI against the Gherkins. Wind has started to die down. Balls will still carry. First ball inside. Swinging a foul. There's strike 2 to Rivers. Knights put up a 3-spot in the top of the 4th inning. Pickles have an opportunity to dent the lead in the bottom of the 4th. Rivers needs a big fly. And he takes ball 2. Again, the good eye of these Pickles batters. Working well. Alex Arnone is on deck. Nobody swinging a foul. And the at-bat continues. One gone, bases full. A 2-2 count. Another foul. Rivers did not get a home run his freshman year at Cal State at Bakersfield. It's 7 homers as a senior in high school. Two. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout from Barnum. And there's 2 gone.
Here's Pickles catcher from Cal State Northridge, number 47, Alec Arnone.
So Alec Arnone to the plate, trying to get 1 run here for the Pickles. Base is full. 2 gone. Pickles need a run. Swing and a miss. And they're down to their final strike of the inning. Kind of a great pitcher is a guy who can get out of a jam. And right now, after having the bases loaded with 1 gone, Barnum has an opportunity to do just that. Send this into the 5th. Still a 4-0 lead intact. Swing and a miss. See ya. That does it. What a final 2 batters for Barnum as he gets a congratulatory high five from his catcher, Lankep. To the 5th we go. 4-0 Knights leading the Pickles. We'll be back with Ross Campbell for our staff interview. A beautiful shot of Mount Hood and a gorgeous night here at Bob Brock Stadium. Our trivia coming up here for this ball game. This one's a little bit of fun fact, a little bit of a trivia. If anybody gets it, it'd be pretty impressive. What baseball innovation was legalized in 1854? Think of something very, very basic. Baseball innovation was legalized in 1884. If you were alive during that, you'd be lying. It's a good one. The Pickles leave the bases loaded in the 4th inning. It's a tough inning to have to swallow. And a golden opportunity with 1 out to try to jump on this Knights team, at least crack it the 0 on the scoreboard. And instead you walk away with nothing, and you got to face Andy Armstrong, Jake Duhart, and Jake Lightgeb, all who scored back in the top of the 4th. Bishop and Armstrong
Batting for the
takes
Knights,
the
the
ball.
second baseman, number 8, Andy Armstrong.
The 1-0. Look out. Armstrong reaches his arms up. Armstrong out of Oregon State. Takes a ball, and it's quickly 3-0 to him. Thompson still pitching for the Picks. We're trying to. There's a ball in the dirt and a leadoff walk. They're trying to go to 1-2-3 inning, but that's a double play. Then most likely won't happen. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change. We'll come back after the pitching change. Runner at first to start the fifth. Picks trying to keep the lead at 4 here in the top of the fifth.
It started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, a system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
Dukart.
So Jake Dukart stands in. The Knights would get the leadoff runner aboard, trying to add some more to their 4-run lead. Armstrong at first after his walk. Alex Giroux, the new pitcher. For the Picks. There goes the runner. The throw. Not in time. No tag applied. Throw by Arnone was a little on the outside. And once again, the Westland Knights running on the base path. Alex Giroux spent last summer with the Bend Elks. Yo, 1. And a strike. Quickly, 0-2. So the stolen base takes away the double play. Armstrong works himself into scoring position. And the 0-2. Strike 3 on the outside. See ya. Jake Dukart takes the walk back. The dugout. Now here's an interesting one for you. We had on Sunday. Would you rather fight a gorilla or a moose? Today it is, would you rather ride a donkey or a giraffe? And Alex Giroux said giraffe. A lot of people have been riding donkeys for a long time. They get a swing and a miss from Lightcap. Not sure if giraffe would have been the one I chose. Also got to think about the fact, like, if you ride in a giraffe, there's going to be some things you can't really get into because the giraffe is too tall. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Ball back to the screen, but a foul. And Andy Armstrong gets some extra cardio in. He'll jog back to second. Let us know which one you would ride in the comments. Take a poll. And if you'd like to explain why, please do. 0-2. Runner at second. There's the ball. The count of 1-2. Well, we have a winner to the trivia. Ben Crockett got it right. Overhand pitching was legalized in 1884. That's right. Before then, they had to toss it softball style to the plate. Good job, Mr. Crockett. 1-2 on its way. Just misses. The count of 2-2. Drew had a short stint with the University of Washington, where he came in 3 times for relief. Had offers from Oregon and Oregon State, chose UW, and he's headed to Clark College. Transferring. As he gets a swing and a miss from Lightcap and 2 straight strikeouts for Alex Giroux. So Giroux is coming to the game and sacked down 2 of the better hitters for this Westland Knights team. As up comes Taylor Holder. A great answer from Giroux. Get you to that after this pitch. Here's a swing and a little pop fly. Leaping is Sue when he makes the catch. Halfway home, Westland Knights lead 4-0. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Gregory, O'Reilly, Velasquez coming up. So 1-0 on its way to Gregory. And he slaps one foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom 5. Pickles searching for a run. There's a strike. One thing about this Pickles team, they play all but 2 of their games as the night game. So they rarely get the win that the afternoon game has. A carry on the baseball. Here's a swing and a tapper. Armstrong. And out number 1. So Gregory ground down.
Here's Pickles right fielder
For
from the University of
the
Toledo,
second
number
time.
50, Danny O'Reilly.
And Danny O'Reilly from the University of Toledo stands in. O'Reilly with 2 walks and an RBI last night or Sunday night. Fouls off the first pitch and on the hang. You know, 1 from Barnum. Swinging another grounder. Ducar. High throw. Tag is applied. So 2 quick out, and up comes Kyle Velasquez. The shortstop
Here's
for
Pickles
the
shortstop from
Pickles.
St. Mary's College, number
The
3,
St. Mary's
the one and
Moraga.
only Kyle Velasquez.
Velasquez said in an interview he doesn't like to compare himself to anybody, but says he's confident how he uses the glove. He swings and fouls it off and would compare himself to a Brandon Crawford-like shortstop. Said his college decision came down to St. Mary's in New Mexico. Then he takes strike. Sophomore year, Velasquez appeared and started in all but one of the Gales' 16 games, hitting .205. 0-2. And a ball upstairs. They count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Velasquez, a returning Pickle. Battled an ankle injury, missed a month of the season, hit .223. Man, and he takes the ball way inside. I don't know how you lay off a pitch like that. Looked like it was coming right for his thigh. Swing and a miss. Velasquez is down. 3 up, 3 down for Barnum, who is on a roll. 5 in a row retired for the night's pitcher. To the 6th we go. Westland protecting a 4-0 lead over Portland. So to the top of the 6th we go. James Anderson takes the first pitch ball. There's a strike to Anderson.
Is it still 0?
And Giroux throws one in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball center field. Going back is Jensen, and he gets under it and makes the catch. Some good wheels from the center fielder, able to get underneath that ball that looked like it was going to be an extra base hit. And there's one gone in the top of the 6th.
Here's Knight's right fielder,
Anderson
number 6, Thomas
was 2 for
Ducard.
2 before that out, and up comes Thomas Ducard, who singled and won. 8, 9, 1 spots have been good for the Knights. 5 hits among the 3 of them. And 2 walks. An absolutely gorgeous night here at Bob Brock. Say it over and over again because it's true. Never gets old. First pitch strike to Thomas Ducard. It's like summer baseball at a pretty park, and boy, Randy Brock does a beautiful job. Nice strike to Ducard, and the count of 1-2. Giroux came in the 5th. He got 2 strikeouts and a fly out to right. Retired 4 in a row, looking for number 5, the 1-2. In the dirt, Ducard lays off. Pickles need some offense right now, trying to keep the Westland 9 advantage at 4. 2-2 home. Strike 3 on the outside. Giroux is rolling. 5 in a row retired. Give him his 3rd strikeout. And up comes Jake Holcroft.
Here's the left fielder from the University of Portland, number 7, Jake Holcroft.
Holcroft walked in the 4th, singled in the 3rd. He is 1 for 2. As he fouls one back to the screen. Bunt is put down, and it's foul. So Holcroft trying to do something different to throw Giroux off. Instead, he's in the hole, 0-2. Giroux, a graduate of Lake Oswego, where he was named All-State Utility Player in 2020. 3 times All-League. And he takes a ball. Giroux was 2017 Three Rivers League Pitcher of the Year with a career 1.4 ERA. A career. And a ball on the inside. Counted 2-2. According to Perfect Game, he was the 2nd rated right-handed pitcher in Oregon, the 5th overall player in the state. Here's a swing and a blooper, center field. Jensen looking to get under it, and he does for out number 3. 6 in a row, retired by Giroux. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-0. Knights lead Portland.
Zoom Care. Give us Noah Sue.
So Peter Allegro, the new pitcher on the mound for the Knights. Noah Sue stands in for the third time. Bottom 6, 4-0 Knights. And Sue looks at a first pitch ball. Allegro getting his first action in the WWWL. 6 outings out of the University of Portland. I think it's a swing and a miss. Count 1-1. Did not make a start. Had one relief appearance against Utah Valley where he went 6 innings, allowed 3 hits, no runs. And overall at a 1.2 ERA and 15 innings of work. 1-1 in the dirt, back to the screen. Summer of 2019, Allegro was wearing a Ridgefield Raptors cap. Went 3-3 with a 4.2 ERA and 11 appearances, 8 starts. But did not pitch against the Pickles. There's a ball upstairs. Was honorable mention West Coast Leaguer last year. In 51 innings, worked 41 strikeouts and only 18 walks. So a very good ratio. 3-1. Inside, Sue have first base. He'll take it. And the leadoff man aboard for the Pickles for the first time tonight. Pickles 2 hits coming off the bat of Kyle Velasquez and John Jensen, who stands in. Jensen with a double in the 4th, an inning where the Pickles had the bases loaded and 1 out and did not score. They lose this game, that's an inning they'll point to. Jensen swings and pops one up. First base side, Armstrong as out number 1 of the 6th. No one gone with 1 on, and in comes Hudson by Yorick, who walked in the 4th. Flew out to center to end the first inning.
5, Hudson by Yorick.
Allegro, a product of Bellarmine Prep High School. He throws one over to first, and back diving is Sue. Big strikeout guy. Threw 14 strikeouts in a game once. In high school. Snap back throw. Sue is back. Those are dangerous. You see there, Anderson had to leap. Ball gets over his head. Might be extra bases. Bottom 6. Rolling here at Bob Brock. Sue with the lead at first base. Another throw over. Boy, the Knights think Noah Sue is running. Down 4-0. Runner aboard. Doubt he's going to go, but maybe he'll prove me wrong. 1-0. Strike. And sometimes so many throwovers or step back throws can throw off the pitcher on the mound. And Allegro just out of the pen. Still trying to find that rhythm. 1 on, 1 out, bottom 6. Pickles looking to get a run. Battle for first place in the Wild Wild West League. Runner goes. Check swing. Throw to second. Not in time. Sue slides under the tag. Takes second base. And the Knights were right, and Sue still went. Pitch was called the ball. So Stu takes 90 feet. An opportunity for Hudson by Yorick to bring a run home. Pickles need one. Need something to cheer about. 2-1, strike on the outside. Good pitch by Allegro. Sue with a large lead at second. Ball inside, and the count is full. One run in the third, 3 in the fourth. For the guys in pinstripes, Pickles still searching for their first run. And the 3-2. Fouled. On deck is Kenyon Yovan. Also walked his last time up. No force after Sue stole second. Wind is all but died down here at Bob Brock. And a throwback, and Sue is sliding. I think if Allegro would have spun the other way, might have had a chance at Sue. It was way off the bat. Three-two. Swinging a pop-up. Right side. This ball deep. Ducard gets under it. Tagging is Sue. It's a good throw, but Sue jogs in. Ducard one hop that from deep in right field. Showing off the arm a little bit. So Sue moves up 90 feet, but there's 2 outs.
Number 4, Kenyon Yovan.
And Kenyon Yovan looks to bring a run home for the Pickles. Yovan waves the bat. Holds it behind his head. The pitch. On the outside. Can hear Kev banging on the bucket, trying to help this Pickle team get on the board. Give the crowd something to cheer about. Swing and a miss. And the count of 1-1. Yovan, the highly touted recruit out of Oregon. Pitcher turned fielder. They bring a run home. 1-1. Another whiff. And I think Yovan thought that was strike 3. He's walking over the dugout. He's got another opportunity. Can the Picks figure out Allegro? Will he send us to the bottom of the 6th? Excuse me, top of the 7th. Still a 4-0 night lead. The pitch. Outside. Yovan in 2020 was second in the Pac-12 in slugging percentage and runs scored. Had a team best 4 home runs, and the Pickles could surely use a blast here in the bottom of the 6th. And swinging a pop-up.
Parker, get yourself a box of Cracker Jacks and a free popsicle. Colleen says. It's neither.
Yovan at the plate, Sue at third. A 2-2 count with 2 gone. In the bottom of the 6th. Swinging a rocket up the middle. Moving to his left is Anderson. Jump throw to first. In time. What a throw. And that does it for the bottom of the 6th. To the 7th we go.
Fans, did you know that
Pickles are
Dave's
It
round.
started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, A system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
And Briley Knight swings and belts one in the gap in left center. This one is trouble. Knight on his way to second. He'll stop there with a double. It's a leadoff extra base hit for Briley Knight. And just like that, the Knights are cooking to start the seventh. Oh, welcome back. Chad Stevens comes to the plate. That's the first hit off Alex Giroux, who had retired 6 in a row before Briley Knight
Chad Stevens.
got aboard. Stevens is 0 for 3 so far tonight. Giroux looks at second. Swinging a chopper over the head of Brook Knight for a foul ball. Pinstripes of the Knights. They have been so good. Shown so much talent in just these couple of games. Runner goes. And a hit and run, a foul ball. On top of the barn.
Popsicle box of Cracker Jacks. Bring it on into the concession stand. Get one or both. One.
One thing that's very obvious to note is Brook Knight had his team prepared for this Wild Wild West League. Some teams came in with rest, not the Westland Knights. They're primed and ready to go. The 0-2. Swinging a chopper. Sue slips, but gets it to first in time. Bradley Knight to third. And some good batting by Chad Stevens moves the runner over with 1 out. An underrated part of baseball, getting the guy over. And Stevens does a good job of that. So Andy Armstrong, who made the pretty play to end the bottom of the sixth and rob a run from the Picks, steps into the box. And he takes strike one. Battle of the undefeateds here, top 7. 1 run in the third, 3 in the fourth for the Westland Knights. This ball is popped up. Let's stay in play. And it's dropped. The ball is dropped by Arnone. He was over there by the telephone pole. It was going to be a tough play with the pole right there. Got leather on it, but couldn't squeeze. Pickles will hope that doesn't come back to bite him, as it's a 0-2 count to Armstrong. Strom singled and scored in the fourth, walked and stole a base in the fifth. Oh, 2 on the dirt, and he gets behind Arnone. Coming in his night, and he's safe. No throw. First run for the night since the fourth inning. They take a 5-0 lead on the pass ball. And a free run for the team from Westland. Strike 3 to Andy Armstrong. The runner comes in and a strikeout for Jerome. There's 2 gone with the bases vacant, and up comes Jake Duker. Top 7. Stretching is next. Pickles trying to keep the lead at 5 for the Knights. Duker takes strike 1. Jerome gives up the double. He's retired 8 of the 9 he's seen. Sorry, 7 of the 8. Heavyweight matchup here at Bob Brock. Pickles are going to need some offense in the final 3. Strike 2. Down by Arnone to frame it. I don't want to do. They're swinging a chopper. Sue, who's been busy with the backhand. And that does it for the 7th. A double, a run comes in on a pass ball. To the bottom of the 7th we go. It's time to stretch. Pickles need some runs. 5-0 Knights.
It started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, a system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
So CJ Rivers stands in as we get set for the bottom half of the 7th. This day in baseball coming up next. There's a first pitch strike to Rivers. You know what? We're supposed to give it in the sink, so we'll give it now. This day in baseball, July 14th, 2005. After this pitch. 0-1 is a strike. The Giants became the first franchise to win 10,000 games as they edged the Dodgers 4-3. Giants started as the New York Gotham in 1899, posted a 10,000 win, 8,511 loss record during their 123 years. A milestone of that dynasty and rivalry. And it looks like this is a rivalry brewing with how talented these two teams are between the Pickles and the Knights. The Pickles need to put some runs on the board. 1-2. This is downstairs. And the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rivers, Arnone, Gregory. 4 strikeouts among them. They're all 0 for 2. 2-2 home. Ball inside. Count full to the leadoff batter in the 7th, C.J. Rivers. Pickles have had opportunities, just have not capitalized. The 3-2. Strike 3 on the inside. See ya. And there's 1 gone to start the 7th. Alex Arnone trots to the plate. Check that. Zach Morgan into the game. So see if Morgan becomes the new catcher. First pitch Morgan sees is a ball. Morgan 1 for 6 with a run, a walk, and a strike to him. And the count of 1-1. Knights with a run in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 7th. Strike 2 inside. And the count of 1-2. Morgan started off his collegiate career with a bang, going 5 for 10 in his opening series against Irvine. And he looks at strike 3 on the outside. Back-to-back Ks, looking for Allegro to start the 7th inning. Pickles. 2 outs and the base is empty. Bring up Lucas Gregory. Gregory looks at a ball. Sophomore out of Clark College. To Mountain View High School. Swing and a miss. Gregory said to Clark College, most of the time he can be found either fishing, hunting, or golfing. A man of the outdoors. The 1-1. He taps one back to the screen. Sophomore year started in 8 games, hit 400, 13 RBIs. Only had 1 game where he didn't record a hit. That was against Olympic, but he only had 1 at-bat. And the 1-2 is away. Count levels out at 2-2. Bottom 7 picks looking for a spark. 2 outs, base is empty. 5-0. The Knights lead. Battle for first place. And the ball inside. The count is full. Three, 2. Swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down, all on strikeouts. Allegro rolling as we head to the 8th inning. 5-0. Westland on top of Portland. Alex Giroux remains on the mound for the Portland Pickles, and Jake Lightgib steps into the batter's box. Giroux, since coming in with one on in the fifth, has retired 9 of the 10 he's faced. There's a swing and a miss. And Lightgib, and the count quickly 0-2. This is what we talk about. The early week of this Wild Wild West League, it's going to be a lot of figuring out who can pitch, who can hit, who's been practicing ball upstairs, and who's got the rest shaken off. Top 8, 5-0 Knights. 1-2. Strike 3 on the outside. Lightgib is gone. 10 of 11 by Giroux. And up comes Taylor Holder. Fifth strikeout for Giroux, and Ron the K-Man is busy down the right field line. There's the ball inside to Holder. Holder with a pair of strikeouts and a flyout. He is 0 for 3. Swing and a miss. One thing we didn't get a chance to say coming out of the seventh was Giroux's least favorite word. And it is moist. 1-1. I think that's a pretty consensus least favorite word. He did rate himself on a scale of 1 to 10 and 9.8 on how funny he is, which is awfully high. His pitching tonight has been a 9.8 out of 10. 1-2. Swing and a miss. On a show, Alex Giroux. And there's 2 gone. So James Anderson stands in. 11 of the last 12 retired by Alex. And he gets strike 1. That's one thing he's been doing really, really well, is getting ahead of this Westland Knights batters. Put them on their heels, get the first pitch strike, and work quickly. 0-1. Strike 2. Sheen. We saw Chad Stoner last night. Swinging a foul. Have a great pitching outing. Right now, Alex Giroux. Fantastic on the mound. Base is empty, 2 gone, top 8. The 0-2. All outside from Alex Giroux. Pickles will have the 8-9-1 spots in the 8th. And a foul ball by Anderson. Only 2 knocks for the Pickles team, 7 for these Knight squad. Ball inside, and the count levels out at 2-2. Giroux spent some of his childhood living in the Netherlands. Gets a foul ball. He says he's interested in pursuing a career as a wildlife biologist or psychiatrist. Two. Back to Giroux, off his glove, and this ricochet is going to hurt him. A single for Anderson as the inning continues. Giroux once said in an interview with Prep Baseball, one of the hardest hitters he has had to face as a pitcher is Christian Cooney. Thankfully for Giroux, Cooney's on his team. Right now, facing off against Thomas Ducard, who is 1 for 2 with a single. 1 on, 2 gone. Top 8. Swing and a miss. Ducard whiffs. The 0-1. This ball trails foul. Giroux has been terrific for the Pickles, trying to get through the 8th. 1 on. The 0-2. Just misses outside. Counted the ball in 2 strikes. Single by Anderson was the 8th hit of the 9th for the Knights. The 1-2. Up and away. Ducard lays off with a count of 2-2. Two outs, 1 on. A 2-2-0. Strike 3 on the outside. Alex Giroux strikes out the side, gives up a single. To the bottom of the 8th we go. 5-0. Knights lead the Pickles. So Danny O'Reilly stands in to start the bottom of the 8th. And he swings and slaps one into right field for a base hit. A leadoff knock for Danny O'Reilly. And the Pickles get a base runner. O'Reilly trying to spark some offense for the Picks in the bottom of the 8th.
Here's Pickles shortstop from St. Mary's College, number 3, Kyle Velasquez.
Kyle Velasquez to the batter's box. The ninth spot trying to get something going is 1 for 2 with the single. Riley with the lead at first. Velasquez waves. Count at 0-2. Ethan Crump, the new pitcher out of Schmecketa Community College. In 3 appearances, pitched 3 2/3. Had an inflated ERA. There's a ball on the outside. Went to Crescent Valley High School with teammate Taylor Holder. There's a swing and a foul, hooking, into the bullpen. The count of 1-2. Pickles need some runs here in the 8th if they want a chance. Riley with the lead at first. Velasquez stands in. A 1-2. Outside. The count of 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Velasquez is down. 1 gone in the 8th, and up comes Noah Sue, the top of the lineup.
Now batting for the Pickles, the second baseman, number 32, Noah Sue.
Sue walked, stole a base, reached third, and did not score thanks to a terrific play by Andy Armstrong at second. He takes the first pitch ball. One 0. The ball away. Two 0. Misses up and outside. Sue has taken multiple walks in every game he's played, trying to do the same. Hopefully get 2 aboard for the Pickles. And he does. So ball 4 to Sue, 2 on, nobody out, bottom 8, and an opportunity for the home team to bring a night home as Brooke Knight comes out to the mound. Nobody warm in the pen, and nobody warmed up. See what Knight does here. John Jensen up to bat. Hudson Bjork on deck.
Folks, incoming dad joke. What do cats eat for breakfast? Rice Krispies.
So 2 on, nobody, 1 out.
Can't kill you, but why take a chance?
Jensen stands in. He doubled back in the 4th, was left stranded at third base. And he looks at a ball away. So another ball. Brooke Knight trying to communicate with his bullpen. And another ball from Ethan Crump. 6 straight balls from the Knights right-hander. The 2-0. Make it 7. The ball away from walking. The bases loaded. And Jensen taking all the way. Strike 1. Pickles had the bases loaded with one out earlier, did not score. A ball away from having a similar opportunity here in the 8th. 3-1. Swing and a pop-up. Left side, running out of room, and into the bullpen. And all of a sudden, the 3-2 count to the 2-hitter for the Pickles. It's the battle of the undefeated here at Baum Brock. Pickles have been struggling offensively to bring runners home. O'Reilly in scoring position at second base. Sue stands at first, one out, bottom 8. 3-2. Another foul.
Bring that foul ball to the concession stand for a free box of Cracker Jacks and a popsicle.
Brook Knight still doesn't have anybody warming in his pen. I don't think there's anybody available. I think it's only the bullpen catcher out there. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Big time strikeout from Ethan Krupp. Jensen goes down. And there's 2 outs with 2 on as up comes Hudson Bajorek. Krupp needed to deliver, and he did. Fell behind 3-0 and gets the strikeout. Pitch on the way. Well, there's a strike at the knees. The count at 0-1. 2 on. CJ Hudson Bajorek, who's 0 for 2 with a walk, trying to do something here in the 8th. He takes a ball on the outside. The 1-1. Bajorek 1 for 4 against the Gherkins on Saturday. 0 for 2 tonight. Another ball away. The count at 3-1. Krupp working with a hitter's count. He worked himself out of a 3-0. Now 3-1 to Bajorek. Bottom of the 8th. 2 on. 2 gone. Krupp steps off. Strike 2. The count runs full with 2 gone. See if O'Reilly and Sue get a head start. Be running on any type of contact. Runners go, and ball 4 away. So the Pickles, with the bases loaded and 2 gone. Ethan Krupp will remain out there for the Knights.
Here's third baseman, number 4 from the University of Oregon, Kenyon Yoban.
The big slugger, the guy who led Oregon in the shortened season in home runs, Kenyon Yoban, to the plate. Yovan was robbed of an RBI his last time up by Andy Armstrong. Horses all around the base paths. Knights just need 1. Pickles looking to get on the board. And there's a swing and a miss. They counted 0-1. Takes ball 1 to the outside. Kenyon was a preseason Gold Spikes Award watch list in 2019 before tearing a ligament in his throwing arm and being forced to be only a fielder or DH. One of the better pitchers in all of the Pac-12. Riley at third. There's strike two. And Krupp a strike away of getting out of the inning. The Pickles lead the bases loaded once again. Or can they bring a run home and break the shutout? And it clips Jovan, and that will walk a run in. So Danny O'Reilly jogs home. The Pickles get on the board, raise the chairs. The Picks score here in the bottom of the eighth.
First baseman, number 29 from Cal State Bakersfield, C.J. Rivers.
And with that walk, C.J. Rivers, the tying run, is at the plate. All of a sudden, a big fly, and we're tied. Ball gets away. Coming home is Sue, and he is safe. A pass ball scores another. Everybody moves up 90 feet, and 2 runs in the bottom of the eighth for the Pickles. One ball and no strikes. Pickles with some life. On the outside, a single can make this a 1-run game by Rivers. Two and out hitters count. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away again. Coming home is by York. Another run scores. Jovan goes to third. It's a 5-3 game on the wild pitch. So the Knights gift the Pickles 3 runs. And Brook Knights coming out to take the baseball. We'll take a break and come right back. The tying run is at the plate. It's a 2-run game in the bottom of the eighth. Don't go anywhere. Runner at third, 3-0 to C.J. Rivers. Pickles within 2. And there's ball 4. Rivers goes to first, and the go-ahead run comes to the plate. And Alec Morgan. All started with a Danny O'Reilly single. A strikeout, a walk, another walk, a hit by pitch, and now another walk. Pickles have had 1 hit. They've scored 3 runs. Morgan comes to the plate. Still looking for his first RBI. And he takes ball 1. Rivers takes off. Ball on the outside, no throw. And the tying runs are in scoring position here at Bob Rock. And a hitter's count to Morgan. And now we're going to have a pinch runner for the Pickles. Brandon Lightgeb.
Brandon Lightgeb in pitch running for the Pickles.
A big fly gives the Pickles the lead. A single ties the game. Zero. Swing and a drive. Right center field. This ball going back, and it drops at the track. Both runs come in to score. Into second goes Morgan. And it's a tied ball game in the bottom of the 8th. A 2-run double, 5 innings for the Pickles. And just like that, it is all knotted up here in North Marion.
Number 51, Lucas Gregory, ready for the Pickles.
Lucas Gregory batting for the Pickles. And he takes a first pitch strike with the go-ahead run in scoring position. A single gives the Pickles the lead. I think we would say that here in the 8th. 0-1. This is away. One home. Swing and a miss. And the count of 1-2. Gregory, the 9th batter of the inning. Swing and a miss, and that does it. 8th inning is over, but not before the Pickles put 5 on the board. We're all tied up going into the 9th. Somebody needs to score, or we'll go to a home run derby. So Jake Holcroft stands in top of the lineup for Lucas Gregory, the new pitcher for the Pickles off the DH, not of the mound. He needs 3 outs. First pitch gets away. Holcroft with a single and a walk. He is 1 for 3. Holcroft, Knight, Stevens. Although it's the middle of the lineup that's done the most damage. And there's a strike. And a 1-1. 5-5 game after the Pickles put up 5 in the bottom of the 8th. There's a swing and a liner, leaping and over the head of Velasquez. It rolls all the way to the track. To second is Holcroft, and just like that, the Knights have the go-ahead runner in scoring position to start the 9th. And you couldn't put a ball in a better spot, just over the leap of Velasquez and right between Bajorek and Jensen, who for a second kind of looked at each other, waiting for somebody to pick up the baseball. Will the Knights spoil the Pickles comeback, or the Pickles steal a game? Back to second goes Holcroft. Gregory deals. All upstairs. Knight showing fun. Knights might try to play small ball and just bring 1 run home and take a lead into the bottom of the 9th. We counted 2-0. Three balls and no strikes. You wonder if Gregory just gives Knight first base to get the force. And Knight taking all the way takes strike 1. Westland Knights put up a run in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 7th. The Pickles responded with 5 in the bottom of the 8th. And there's ball 4 on the outside. Bradley Knight takes first base.
Now batting for the Knights, the shortstop, number 16, Chad Stevens.
Strike. They counted 0-1. 5-5 game, top 9. No extra innings here in the Wild Wild West League. If we go past the bottom of the 9th tide, we'll have a home run derby. Time is called. Nothing in 1. To Chad Stevens. 2 on, nobody out. There's a ball in the dirt. Good block. And no day. Lucas Gregory on the mound trying to get 3 outs and send this game into the bottom of the 9th tie. The Pickles put up a crooked number in the 8th. Fun is put down. It's a good one. Left side. Gregory gets to it. His only play is to first, and it's not in time. A bunt for a single by Chad Stevens, and the bases are loaded with nobody out in the top of the 9th. Gregory didn't get over quick enough to get the throw to first. And the cleanup man, Andy Armstrong. Just like the Knights drew it up Get everybody aboard. Bases loaded and the cleanup man in the batter's box. He takes a first pitch ball. 5-5 game. Top 9. Bases loaded. Armstrong fouls it back.
In for a popsicle or a box of Cracker Jacks.
And now, how big is that play from Andy Armstrong back in the 6th inning on a ball that looked like it was going to be a run for the Pickles? Jump throw, saved the run, and that could have been the difference in this game. And tapper right side. Charging on the play is Gregory. Nobody covering at first, and everybody's safe for the Knights. Nobody went to first. A single on the infield for Armstrong, and the Knights respond after giving up 5 by scoring a run. It's 6-5 Westland. Jake Ducard comes in. Base is still loaded. And a 0 still in the out column. First pitch up and away. Gregory was on a roll for this Pickles team, but you wonder that pitch count was a little too high. 1-0. This is away. Down 2 balls and no strikes. Knights get the go-ahead run with the bases loaded and still nobody out. An opportunity to add some more. The ball upstairs. And it's 3 balls and no strikes with nowhere to put Jake Ducard. Now, gonna have a mound visit. See if coach brings somebody in cold. We'll take a step aside and come right back. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pickles down by a run here in top of the 9th. After the mound visit, 3 balls and no strikes to Jake Ducard with the bases loaded. 3-0. Strike on the outside. Ducard taking the whole way. Three one. And the count full 3-2. Full count, bases loaded. And ball 4 on the outside. Gregory walks in a run. The Knights take a 2-0 lead. The bases are still full with nobody out. And it looks like now ball away. Lead stands in, bases loaded, 7-5. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. He's picked up a run. They lead it 7-5. Gregory still trying to get out of the jam here in the top of the ninth. Ball misses away, and the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lead struck out looking back in the 8th. And he swings left side, backhanded. Only play is the first. A run will come in to score. And it's 8-5. The Knights lead on the RBI ground out from Ben Lead.
Now batting the designated hitter number 43, Taylor Holder.
So Taylor Holder steps into the batter's box. Armstrong at third, Ducard at second. Pickles got 5 in the bottom of the 8th. They've given up 3 as there's a first pitch strike. You're the top of the 9th. One misses away. Two runners in scoring position. Knights trying to break this thing open. All inside. Counted 2-1. All right, we're going to get a radio call. There's a ball inside, and they count 3 balls and 1 strike. Armstrong at third, Ducard at second. 1 gone in the top of the 9th inning. Armstrong sets belt high, looks in, kicks and deals. Swinging a pop-up right side. Coming in is O'Reilly. This shouldn't be deep enough. O'Reilly gets under it, makes the grab. Tagging on the play is Armstrong to throw in, and Armstrong runs back to third. So a bluff by the Knights, an unproductive out by Taylor Holder. And with 2 gone and 2 on, up comes James Anderson. Anderson singled his last time up. He steps into the batter's box with the all blue cleats. Taps the bat twice and looks towards Gregory. Gregory trying to get out of the inning with only 3 runs of damage. And he gets a swing and a miss from Anderson. They counted 0-1. Anderson's gloves. Ball on the outside. Good block by None moving to his right. Keep the runners where they are. 5 runs on 4 hits for the Pickles. 8 runs on 11 hits for the Knights. Picks tied it up in the bottom of the 8th, and now they're down 3, top 9. There's a swing and a miss. Count of 1-2 to Anderson. Armstrong at third, Ducard at second. Knights trying to add some runs before the bottom of Bases loaded for Thomas Newcomb. Gregory still looking for the final out in the top of the ninth. Strike two. One, excuse me. The count 2-1. Runners all around the bases. And there's strike two, and the count levels out 2 balls and 2 strikes. Knights with a run in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the seventh, 3 more in the top of the ninth. Pickles with all 5 coming in the bottom of the eighth. And there's ball 3 up and away, and right now Gregory has to throw a strike or he'll walk in another run. Gregory exhales. And there's ball 4 on the outside. Another run walked in. Pickles give up 4 in the top of the ninth. And up comes Jake Holcroft for the second time this inning. And it looks like we're going to have a pitcher's change. We'll take a quick break and come right back. Bases loaded, 2 gone, top 9. So Jake Holcroft stands in for the second time this inning. And there's a swing and a pop-up. This should do it. Yovan. And that's the end of the top of the ninth. 10 batters, 4 runs, a 9-5 lead for the Knights. Can the Pickles do it again? They'll lead off with the same guy, Danny O'Reilly, when we return.
It started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, a system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
So welcome back. Bottom of the 9th inning. Pickles need 4 runs. Opening offering. O'Reilly looks at a ball. Danny O'Reilly started off the 5-run rally in the 8th with a single. Matter of fact, that was one of 2 hits in the 8th inning. Double by Morgan was the other. Now 1-1. One. Strike. On Weiss on the mound. Freshman from George Fox University. 1-2. On the outside, the count of 2-2. Weiss spent last summer with the Apple Sox. He played in 2 games. There's a ball away. The count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pickles need another big inning, or else it's over. 9-5, the lead for the Knights. And there's strike 3 on the outside. O'Reilly thought he had a base. Instead, he heads back to the dugout. And there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th inning. This gets a much needed strikeout.
The Pickles from St. Mary's College, the shortstop, number 3, Kyle Velasquez.
Kyle Velasquez, always introduced by a great PA announcer, Robert. A ball on the outside. Pickles tied it up 5 apiece, bottom 8. Knight said, watch this, put up 4 in the top of the 9th. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Down to 1-1. Weiss, a graduate of Canby High School. And a swing and a foul right back for ambient Mike. Out of 1-2. Weiss said he chose George Fox because of the academics and the competitive baseball program, as well as his ability to make an impact right away. And he had a good shortened season. Swinging a foul by Velasquez.
Allen, go get that. You want your Cracker Jacks. You're the owner of the team.
Base is empty, 1 out here at Bob Brock. Tomorrow's games will be the Knights playing the Gurks. 2:30. So Velasquez chops 1 foul. And then the Pickles will be playing the Gray Wolves for the 7:30 matchup. This game moving in on over 3 hours. We've had 2 3-hour ball games here at Bob Brock. 1-2. Foul back to the screen. Velasquez struck out swinging in his last at bat. And he takes the ball, the count at 2-2 without awfully close. There's a ball on the outside, the count full at 3-2. Full count, 1 out. Base is empty, bottom 9. Pickles need a couple base runners. Foul back over the screen. In his summer with the Apple Sox, Weiss played in 2 games, pitched 3 in the 3rd inning. And Velasquez and Weiss in a battle. Velasquez 1 for 3 with a single. And a starter rally for the home team. And he waves at a ball outside. Nice players cheering on their teammate.
Now batting for the Pickles, he's a Husky from the University of Washington, number 32, Noah Sue.
Noah Sue stands in. Sue has taken 2 walks. Very Noah Sue-like to open up this game. Took 4 yesterday. And he looks at a first pitch ball. One thing that'll be nice is as the season goes on, a lot of these guys didn't really know each other before things got started, but team camaraderie will become a lot tighter. The ball inside as the Wild Wild West League continues. Four runs in the top of the ninth for the Knights is the difference. Pickles down their final out. There's a swing and a drive, right center field. Dukar. And this game is over. The Knights take first place of the Wild Wild West League as they defeat the Pickles 9-5 after a 4-run top of the ninth inning. Tomorrow it will be the Knights playing the Gherkins at 2:30, the Pickles playing the Grey Wolves at 7:30. For Rory Newenhouse, our director, John Sandilands, our producer, Kat Makaroff, our graphic designer, and David Barth, our technician, saying good night. Here from Bob Brock. We'll see you tomorrow, 2:30.
What's up, everybody?
baseball.
Yeah. All right, Ice Bags with Mags here after our second game of this day 3 of the Wild Wild West League. Coach, you guys tied it up in the 8th, and then things got hairy for you in the 9th. Talk about, one, your team's resilience to come back, but then also giving up all those runs in that 9th inning.
Well, first of all, I told you after day 1, it's a competitive group. They're not going to lay down. We're not swinging the bats real well right now, but it is what it is. I mean, baseball's a funny game. It's secular. We've got to get into a rhythm, which we will get into a rhythm. We're just missing pitches right now. As far as the blow-ups in both innings where they put up crooked numbers, we weren't commanding the strike zone. All right, if you don't command the strike zone against good hitters, they're going to be patient. You're going to walk them. Then they're going to get pitches to hit, and they're going to hurt you. So you can give up a crooked number in, say, the 4th inning like we did tonight, and you can still have the ability to recover from it. But you don't give up crooked numbers in the 9th and recover from those crooked numbers. Those are tough to come from.
Yeah, talk about Alex Giroux, the bright spot for you today. He was absolutely terrific.
Well, Alex Giroux was great. I mean, we're excited. He's going to play for me at Clark College next year. So we're excited he's coming there. But he's exactly what we knew he was. He's going to command the strike zone. He's not only going to move out to in, but he's also going to work up and down, right? He can change eye levels. He can throw 3 pitches for strikes. Tonight he was 88 to 91. So, and he was throwing all those pitches for strikes. He's pretty nasty. He's got good stuff. He competes, great mound presence, and he's going to be fun to watch for the rest of the summer. And for me, I get to watch him for another year.
That's a pretty nice luxury. So you guys, the Knights now number 1 in the West Wild West League. What you talked about, it is very, very early. A lot of guys still shaking off that rust. Bad taste in your mouth, but you get a game tomorrow. What are some things immediately you see tonight that can be improved for tomorrow's game?
Oh, we've got to do a better job of just having a plan at the plate, all right? Obviously, we know we have to throw strikes, but it's baseball. The greatest teams in the big leagues are going to win 100 games and lose 62 times. This is a game about failure. It's not success. This game resembles life more than the other game, because if you know anything about life, is when you become an adult and you have to make your way in life. It's not always an easy path, right? You get knocked down. So the good players get knocked down and they get up. The great players get knocked down, they get up, and they have a plan so they can become better. So we're going to find out tomorrow just what we are, whether we're just good players or we want to work to be great players and eventually become a very good baseball team.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. Good luck tomorrow.
You bet. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.